Of course I'm muted. That's how you know I haven't done this for a while, alright? Anyway, as I was saying, how are you all doing, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're having a fantastic day, evening, morning, night, or century. Salo, if I had a hat, I would tip it to you. Unfortunately, I can't do that joke twice, so I do have a hat, haha, and I'm gonna tip it to you, haha. Thank you. Good evening, I hope you're all fine. So as you can probably tell by the title, we're going to just get started with the 12th Kingdom. I do have a fan on in the background. I don't know how loud it is. Let me know if it's too loud. If it's loud, if it's too loud, I can turn it down. It's currently on 2. I could turn it down to 1. So do let me know about that. With that said, we're starting the 12 Kingdoms. Why? I don't know. I just felt like it, basically. I saw some discussion going on Twitter, and I was like, you know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea. I haven't watched anime in quite a while. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's check something out that, I should be finishing other things, but let's check something new out, as I tend to do. Now, I'm going to be streaming this. Now, I've tried figuring out how I could have the timer in there. Unfortunately, I'm not that smart. That's the best way to describe. I'm not that smart. Is the best way to describe it. Which is kind of what I've been messing around with. Now, I've tried like finding if you could just add a timer to the video, and I've not been able to find anything because everything is a countdown timer, not an up timer. Up timer. So I haven't been able to figure it out properly. But actually, now speaking of that, I do have an idea. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second, and I'll be right back. That looks so incredibly stupid, but oh well. We're rocking with it. I'm rocking it with it, despite how stupid it looks, alright? I'm rocking with it. It looks stupid, but hey, it gets the point across. I can't do it on full screen in this case, but oh well, it gets the point across, alright? Universal Gundam, we truly live in a century. Pug, I enjoy the 12 Kingdoms quite a bit. Using OBS, yes, I am. Does your version have some logos at the start, or does it start straight away? Asking so I can sync up with my version. Well, big brain, here we go. Well, you know what? Just for the sake of it, just for a few seconds, just so you can see it, whether it syncs up with your version. So that's how my version starts. The first 5 seconds of it. I hope that helps. No, that's the wrong one. I hope that helps. With that said, everyone, let me know when everyone is ready. Unfortunately, check if language, that's yeah. Some versions have dual language. That is a dual language. It is. It is. My goodness, these are things that usually I just be like, oh yeah, that's an easy fix. Subtract English, not just the title on the signs. Coolio. If I do that, unfortunately, if I do this, there is no timer. So wait, how does your version start? My version starts like this. Let me show you once more. So 5th second, you see something on the screen, which looks like Digimon Island, if I'm being completely honest. And I'm not saying that because I just released Digimon episode 3 on YouTube. I'm not just saying that because of that. But I hope that helps. Unfortunately, the thing is I only have 2 monitors. So I've got the thing on one monitor, I've got OBS on the other monitor. I could minimize OBS if I'm being completely honest. But in case there's any hiccups, I wouldn't know. So you know what? Frig it. I've got the chat open. If everyone is ready, let me know and we can get started. So thumbs up from me. If there's a thumbs up from all of you, or just a ready, I guess, then yeah, just let me know and we'll be ready to rock on to, as always, roll. I also wonder how the delay is, but I legit thought somebody just broke into the house. I just heard like a loud thump noise. I was like, did somebody just break in? But I don't think so. If there is, they'll be on video, I guess. But hey, with that said, if everyone is ready, coolio, we're going to get started, ladies and gentlemen, in 3, 2, 1. Sorry about that. Let me just increase the volume. Ooh. What wind instrument is that being played? I basically know absolutely nothing about the show. I probably should have mentioned that at the beginning. I just know that people were talking about it on Discord, and there was no English person that's ever reacted to it. So I was like, haha, that sounds like a me show. Some obscure anime. Maybe not obscure, I don't know. So my immediate guess, just based off what I'm assuming is an opening. What's this? I was gonna say Mongolia. That would have been like my immediate guess. Like Genghis Khan, maybe Kublai Khan. It might actually be. Oh, please tell me it is. Okay. Okay. I almost don't want to interrupt it. It sounds so great. Now let's see what this is about. If that's the opening, I'm looking forward to hearing it every episode. Shadow of the Moon and the Sea of Shadow. Well, definitely not Mongolia. This looks like some sort of fantasy show. Okay. 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 Definitely modern. Okay. Definitely modern. Man, but I can't believe the opening basically completely tell a different story. Wait, is that a thing? People can't offset. What? Nah, come on. When I had a kid, I had blonde hair. There was like a time where I was like, you know what, I want to try blonde hair. And it turned out red. So it was actually more red than blonde. That's definitely natural, eh? That's definitely natural, eh? What's wrong with you? You're just making it worse. You're just making it worse. Oh! 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 You're saying that because of the hair, right? You're saying that because of the hair, right? Not the skin color. Just making sure, bro. Just making sure. Okay, when was this set? I need to know. Please tell me it's not set in the modern day and that's how the modern day is. Yeah, and she clearly was ignored. See, that's how you do it. You just greet everyone. But now she's being ignored. So much for that. I don't want to be class president anymore. It's like me. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be handsome. I don't want to be awesome anymore. It just happens. That is. Well, why does nobody like Sugimoto? What's wrong? It's because all of you look generic and she looks less generic. Bullying, that's what we call it. Bullying at this age. You don't look like you're 16 plus. Alright? Bullying at that age. I guess I would use a different word than beat. I'll teach you how to beat. Okay, we're getting a lot of from her personality. Like immediately, she's very, I want to say submissive, but rather she doesn't want to stand out, but she's kind of put into these awkward positions because she just struggles to say no. That's what I'm getting right away. But she does want to stand out because obviously, you know, you look at her hair, it's red, clearly dyed, which tells you that she wants to stand out, but is also quite shy in the way she's going about it. I know I'm reading too much into it. Probably, most certainly. A knight. I'd say that's more like a phoenix. A Vyvern. Yo, what's wrong with bugs, fam? Jeez. Yo, what is going on? Well, am I the only one that's ever gone to a school where people weren't... Okay, actually, no, I can't say that. There was one person in our entire school who was bullied, alright? Ever. But, like, bullying was not widespread like this. Where the schools that I went to... What is this? Who are you? What the... That's just a nightmare. But clearly there's more to it, alright? My immediate vibe is Inuyasha. I can't even lie. My immediate vibe is Inuyasha. Like she's gonna fall down a well or something. Is that what happens in Inuyasha? I don't know. I've never seen the first episode. She's gonna fall down a well or something and then suddenly she's gonna be transported. That place looks expensive, bro. There's a reason I don't go to the barbers. Sheesh. Forking over an arm and a leg. Wait, is that? The show is beautiful. Perfect timing, eh? Perfect timing, eh? Beautiful, beautiful. No, wasn't it? Weren't you blonde a sec? I'm not tripping, am I? Where did you even come from? Alright. This is the point where you just run home, literally. Like, blood moon, some random stranger kid that was blonde 1 second ago, then suddenly turns into a midget the next second. Nah, that's... And you have these dreams. Nah, you gotta bounce. You gotta bounce. Yeah. I mean, I don't mean this lightly, but I think at this point you would see a therapist. Okay. Whenever a teacher... okay. Okay. I must have been lucky with my schools. There was never a prop... Well, there was one kid that we... I can't say we. I never bullied anyone, alright? Where did you just come from? Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure whether they could see him. Did I come from his shoes? Oh, you better have by the end of the episode. Is the enemy this bird that was in the opening? Griffin, Falcon, Hawk. Does this voice sound familiar to anyone else? Before... Okay, wait, what? I mean, I'll just say, yeah, okay, go ahead, fam. Now, this guy sounds like... Is just, I've not seen LOTJ in a while, but this guy sounds like... No, maybe... He sounds like... I want to say Oberstein. Reuenthal. No, you don't. Go on. I thought you protected. Well. Did he just Yeah, he said, F all of you, I'm just protecting her. Is it? Yo, this guy is a savage. He's like, I'm hurt. Why aren't you hurt? How are you just running? I'd have way too many questions. The biggest one is who are you? Who is this white? That's gonna annoy me so much. Sounds like a One Piece character, or a Bleach character. Why am I thinking Sugita for some reason? Not his voice at all. Why am I thinking that though? Do me a favor, blonde haired person. Just say, okay. What the it actually look... Yo, the animation looks beautiful, I have to say. Like, it has this... It might just be because it's this version looks like it, but it has this, like, very... What I would describe as, like, a very old school style Cocho. But like it looks so good that it could pass it off as like a relatively, I mean it's 48p. What a dish. Okay, what is going on? Is this like, I've got too many questions, damn it. Monster Hunter, that's what it is. Okay, there. This is fate. This guy's just summoning servants. Well, hello, Keiko. Hello, Keiko. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. When a random stranger gives you a sword, you accept. What a great explanation. I'm cakey. No, not the doggo! Oh no. Oh no! Protect your doggo! I mean, I draw it. Why are you? Oh my goodness. Okay. What? Who throws a sword? I mean, granted, you've got giant beasts fighting, but you've got a sword. Ah, no. Doggo speaks. Oh, I need her. Well, you fight then. How many of these have you? I'm assuming 12. It's called 12. The 12 Kingdoms. I don't know what the zodiac signs are right now, but aren't there 12 of them? Is there going to be a pig as well? A rat? That's not a zodiac signs, is it? Is it? I don't know. Kind of forgot. No, that is the zodiac signs. I don't even know what to make of the first episode, if I'm being completely honest. I've got way too many questions. Is that a bird or? They've thrown so many words at us in this episode already. Ah, of course. How of the whole, I'm a knight. Bro, I know you like stories, right? But if I was that, I would be like, oh, give me that. Actually, no, I would be out. Give me that sword. What? What is he doing now? Taking possession. If she can't fight, that thing will take control and fight on her behalf. Is that what's going on? Inside you. Who's that voice actor, Emmett? I want to say it's not Shanks. I don't know the name of the voice actor, obviously, but sounds so eerily familiar. Yeah, that guy's hair. Abby, just literally just hold it out and just... Oh, please. If you throw that sword... That thing's taking over. Ooh! I mean, that bird was level 1. That bird was level 1. Literally, all it did was just fly straight through to you. It even saw you hold the sword and flew right through, right straight to you. But hey, we get those stats up. We gotta get that grind going. Man, she must have some... Damn it, that voice actor is gonna... Oh. Okay, that thing's gonna come back in like 50 episodes. How many episodes are there? 40 episodes, 30 episodes. And save her. You don't even... Exactly, you don't even know what the heck's going on. Yeah, she really is a rebel. Oh. I mean, the people at school are freaked over. They're gonna be like, it's your fault. You're gonna have to pay all the windows, all the injuries. Why did they keep looking at the shoes? What's a shoku? Is she gonna wake up? Is this all a dream? Is that what this is? Like a dream world kind of thing when she falls asleep? Nah. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe now I'm getting the wrong impression, I think. So you've got a doggo and her. Hey, that's all you need. Shadow of the Moon, the Sea of Shadows. I thought it was an island. Maybe it's the moon? Maybe? That's kind of where I was going, the Shadow of the Moon. The dark side of the moon. This ending does not fit. It sounds way too happy for That sounds like a jolly old song. Whereas the episode just seemed like, haha, thrown into this depth and despair and nightmare. So we've got a castle here. Well, more like a wall. Giant fortification. What is that thing in the background? No, that's definitely an island. I thought it was like... Is it an island or is it just a symbol? I'm not... I've got questions. Almost too many questions, but it do be like that sometimes, especially during the first episodes. I probably got more questions than her because she just seemed like, I'm not going, and that's because she was kind of forced into it, whereas I'm more like, I would like to go. If you told me where I am going, I need to know where I need to know where I'm headed because I know where I've been in that kind of frame. But hey, first episode, I'm very much getting an Inuyasha vibe, as I said some part during the episode, where like, you know, you almost get transported to a different world, sort of like pretty much like an isekai. You're in your happy little world, and suddenly you're in a different dimension, you're in a different world, and suddenly those consequences, whether they're good or bad, will impact your life. And then in the last episode, you go back into your old life, or you make a choice, and it's like, do I go back to my old life or do I stay here? It's just a Narnia thing, you know. It's the Narnia thing. It's like, oh, different world. Do I stay or do I go? The characters are strange. Like, the characters straight up are strange. I mean, I totally understand her reaction. I completely understand her reaction. Completely, right? I ain't gonna lie, completely. She makes perfect sense. The only thing that she doesn't make sense is throwing the sword away. You don't do that. That's a pet peeve. Well, not even a pet peeve of mine. That's how you make me angry, when you throw a sword away, right? Some random person you've never known hands you a sword, and you're just gonna dash it? Come on now, you can't do that. With that said, her reaction makes complete sense. Everyone else's reaction in this show, you had the fanatic, right? The book aficionada, right? You've had the, ooh, I like books, I like writing, I like reading books. Oh, by the way, I've not read that book yet. It's been in my book for like a week, right? I've been planning on reading it, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. I'm gonna probably start like later today / tomorrow. It's The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. With that said, though, no one else in the show makes sense. You've got the typical, I'm not gonna tell you anything, but you must come with me right now. And I'm just like, bro, you could at least tell her something, right? But the guy's got like, he's got like familiars. Let's call it familiars. He's got familiars with him. That he seems able to control, so that's pretty cool. Kind of perfect that I kind of uploaded Digimon a few minutes ago. So that seems pretty swell. It reminds me sort of like, as I said, Inuyasha, but in that same vein, it kind of reminds you of Digimon, Fate mixed with maybe like Monster. Is it Rancher or is it Monster Ranger? I think it's Monster Rancher. So it kind of like blends all these aspects together, which also to me means that this show came out in like during like 1994 to 1998, give or take, like around that time period. Maybe a bit later because it does look that good. So maybe like 2000s, early 2000s. Yeah, but with that said, first episode I did enjoy. We're gonna hop into episode 2 in a few seconds. Let me just read a few comments from all of ya before we continue. I don't even know where to start with the comments. Yeah, Takasugi. Oh, it is Takasugi. Okay, yeah. See, I was going with more like I definitely hear it now. Yeah, I definitely hear it now. I said Gintoki, didn't I? I was sort of right. Okay, I was sort of right. I was going more with like a Byakuya from Bleach vibe. That's like the vibe that I was getting. Like not quite the main villain kind of vibe, like the super deep voice, but still I'm a badass kind of deep voice. So that's what I was going with, more of like a Byakuya, or maybe like not Kenpachi. Kenpachi would have a lot more of a coarse voice, but like I was going with a Bleach character. But if it is Takasugi, that I can definitely, I think I can hear that now. I can sort of hear that now. The show has a very clean, old, modern style. That's one way to describe it. Doggo versus Burb is Iggy versus... No. Oh, no. Hey. Hey. Alright. Hey. To be fair, that had a happy ending. So, this also had a happy ending, but it just wasn't Doggo that won this time. I can already hear Prince... Koyasu when he looks at chat. With that said, the anime is actually from 2002. I said early 2000s, so I'm I'm pretty good, I'd say. I'm pretty good with that, with my guess. This show actually has quite a few voices that you might recognize. Typically, shows from that kind of era would be shows that I recognize just because I watched a lot of shows from that era, so probably would be, although I wouldn't recognize them by name. As you can probably tell, I can't place them either. Lancelot, see, this guy is a legend. Bera, Lamo, all of you, welcome to the stream. Angra Shadow was here earlier. Tiger getting the W, love to see it. It's not Tiger that got the W, I got the W. With that said, episode 2, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone is ready. There's not too much I can say about episode 1 so far, besides, you know, the characters that we met. Again, as I said, none of them make sense except for her. Her reaction was very natural. Her reaction was very true. Maybe I'm reading a bit too much into her character, but as I said, she feels sort of like someone that doesn't want the attention, but in a way wants to stand out. So she doesn't want the attention in the sense that, like, she doesn't want to be class president. She doesn't want to have the responsibility. You know, she just kind of wants to be left alone, to be her, do her own thing, and that's kind of what it is. Be independent, I guess. You know, you can tell that with the hair color, and then ultimately deciding not to change the hair color. You know, just being independent, but also not being in charge, not having responsibility. Whereas everyone else, they were just like, oh man, this is so freaking cool, this is so cool, a giant bird fighting us, a doggo 10 times our size that could crush us if they just accidentally, you know, turned over and accidentally crushed us. But hey, I got $5 on that doggo. Like, that's kind of what it seemed like. And it's just like, bro, you lot seem so fake. you lot sound so fake. But hey, definitely we'll see them again. This was episode 1. I just checked 45 episodes of the 12th Kingdom. So I don't know how many episodes we're gonna do. Maybe we'll do like 5, 6, maybe 7. I don't know. I can't say just yet. You know, it depends. But episode 2. Episode 2. Let me know when everyone is ready. Just so that I know when we can start with episode 2. I will be doing these. What's the best way to phrase it? I will be doing these separately. So if you're waiting, or if you're watching, well, I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning of the live stream. But if you're watching this on later on YouTube, like you're not watching live right now, but you're watching it later on, I will be uploading these separately as individual episodes too. So if that's something that's easy for you, you know, it must be easy to sync. You might not have like 4 hours or so just to sit there and watch all episodes one after another. So if you just wait a little after like the stream, maybe like a few days or so, and then I should be able to get these out as their own separate videos. With that said though, episode 2, everyone is ready. Coolio. So I'm not a big fan of these headphones. Like I'm a big fan of these headphones when I'm like walking, but like just sitting there, they're not perfect. They're not perfect. And the other headphones that I usually use, I don't know, they just don't seem to connect right now with my computer for some reason. With those, I can like move a lot more without them falling out. With this one, they get kind of shaky. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get started with episode 2. Actually, it's the same title. I don't know if all episodes have the same title, but this one is also Shadow of the Moon, The Sea of Shadows, Chapter 2, Reaction. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 kingdoms. Oh, that's what it is. There are 12 kingdoms. Like, there are 12 individual landmarks. Like, the 4 on the outside. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I see. But there's one island in the middle. There's one island in the middle that is, like, unaccounted for or something. Like, I wasn't sure whether it's I don't know. I thought at first, my first thought was island. Then, like, during the episode, for some reason, I thought maybe it's like a crater on the moon. Hey, the title is it's called Shadow of the Moon, alright? So I was like, maybe it's a moon? The crater on the moon or something? And then they sort of went into the sea, and now I'm like, oh, it's an island. I can clearly tell there are 12 different spaces. Actually, looking at this here as well. Oh, it seemed like maybe... 12 different kingdoms with maybe... Is it all their own unique sigils? I'm not sure. Or is it all... I didn't quite see the symbols too well because I clocked out too late. I look at it. Look at it. It's clearly... Alright. Alright. Can't believe it took me this long to get that. Kyokai. Not Kyukai. Shit. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm like, why is it in English? Why are you speaking? Why are you speaking a language I can understand? This is... Sheesh! You're getting a sword? I know... Okay, you're throwing way too many words at me right now. Is that the giant... No, never mind. I thought that was the giant serpent. What's this giant serpent called? From Norse... Oh, she's here too. Okay. From Norse mythology. Jormungand. Yeah, this... Yo, this monkey got screwed! Nah, this guy in the air like, oh, I've got you, I've got you. Ah! Oh, please tell me she's going to be a mainstay in the show. Ah, that's your protector. Oh my goodness, he's living the dream. Living the dream! And obviously she is a royalty or something. Because that guy was saying your highness or your lordship. Don't tell me she's going to wake up and be in her normal world. No. How did you survive that? Like, falling in the water is just as bad as falling on the beach. Now, this is Yu Yu Hakusho. That's what it is. Yu Yu Hakusho. That's what this is. Well, so much for the... Oh, she's a wolf! Werewolf! Oh, maybe not. Maybe that could be that's foreshadowing. That's foreshadowing, right? You're not gonna play with me like that. You're living the life, bro. Final episode, she wakes up, it's all a dream. Okay, what's the deal with you? What is the deal with you? Explain. Oh, please tell me that wasn't just bad animation. The guy. Oh, I hope that wasn't bad animation. I hope that was just. That was just. I don't even know what that was. All it needs is the Super Mario effect, sound effect. Wink. Oh, that was that. That right there is the best bit of animation I've ever seen. Better not have killed Keiki. She had a lot of Keiki. Ah. That looks like a galaxy. Well, multiple galaxies. Yeah, whoever did the color correction for this version, props. Yeah, we need some answers, bro. We need some answers. To never desert my post before your throne. What does all of that mean? I've got a guess. Like I've got a guess. I'm gonna wait until the end of the episode. So maybe I'll get answers by then. But I've got a wild guess / theory that I might be completely off with, but that will require a bit of time to explain. So that's why I'll wait until the end of the episode. If somebody reminds me by the end of the episode, so I don't forget. Is it? Is it? Doesn't, I mean, it does look like a storm, but to me, it's more like a fight broke out. From the sea. What's in Japan? Don't. No, thank you. Why? Actually, they can't use it. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh, she. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Nah, I'd slaughter them. I'd slaughter all of them. Kaikyaku. Oh, she's not gonna kill. She didn't just kill. Okay. 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 Pipe of steel, that is. That's gonna shake fear into them, though. She was about to kill an old lady, bro. Well, not her, but still her. Oh, yo. Okay, it's on site. Stop throwing so many words at me and explain for once, please. I'm stupid. I can't keep up. I thought Keiki was the hot chick. It's the guy. I'm so bad with names. Damn it. The whole Keiki has so much Keiki joke. Harrow. It almost feels like going back in time and living in the world of fairy tales, in the world of myths, living in the world that back in the days created the myths in that sense. If I don't know whether that makes sense, whether my point is coming across. Because like you could make the argument, the doggo, the wolf, and everything else are just yokai. Maybe I'm going. I don't know. Okay. She better not give attitude. Huh? Okay. Literally, what else? Have you seen the peasants outside, right? They don't wear those clothing. Even their hair. Who else has red hair? Yeah, that reaction is completely normal. I ain't gonna lie, that reaction... So far, her character, it makes 100% sense. Sugimoto is way too calm. That's the only reaction that doesn't make sense. You're the only person that can draw the sword. Yeah, just walk home. How have you just accepted this? I need to understand. I mean, I've watched a lot of anime, so if I would transport... Oh, she can't understand. That opens up the plot. That opens up the plot. This guy. Even this guy. I mean, I didn't completely forget about him, but I thought he was kind of just whatever, bro. I thought his face looked very generic. But considering what everyone else is wearing, he actually looks unique in this world. Oh no. Those are the sirens. They're gonna drag you down into the water. Yeah, the one thing that's been... Actually, this looks like a... The one thing that's always been in focus has been the moon. From here on. What is it with these people's reactions? No, don't you dare tell me that's doggo. That bird must die. That bird must die. What? The fuck? What? What? I mean, I get the thing that came from like his forehead. What? What? Okay, it's definitely definitely the moonlight. But how? Why does this look so much like Ghibli? Is Ghibli, however you say it. That's what I thought. Thank you. Reverse mythology. Okay. Okay, so their world is, but excuse me, Kaikyaku. What is this? Look, all right. I've read like 600 chapters of Kingdom. This is definitely China. Where is Shin? Maybe I was right with my guess with Mongolia. Maybe I was right. Jeez. That explains basically nothing. Y'all gotta give me more than that. Answers. Yeah, it must be so awkward for her, right? She don't understand anything. She doesn't understand what those two are saying, and the next thing she sees is just her crying. Like that must be one hell of a thing. Like if two people that spoke French stood next to me and just started talking to each other, and then one person started crying, I'd be like, "What the? Am I stuck? What?" Okay. I am a little lost. Actually, no, scratch that. I'm a lot lost. Everyone look. That answers it. Like yeah, her friend. Doesn't understand what is going on. All she hears is just her, just like Actually, no, she doesn't even hear that. She doesn't. Uh-oh. Here comes that bird. Speak. Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about? Okay, so they've got mules in your arsenal. Horses, mules, houses. It's a long story. It's a long story. Look, right, I couldn't even tell. I couldn't even tell, alright? For me, the focus is the hair. And her evil look. Sure. Explain to them what happened to him. Explain to... What's that behind you? What's that behind you? Okay. Yeah, these horses, they badass. You badass. Babies. Babies? What? How did they just... Is that a mistranslation? Babies. Clearly sounded like a... What's it? Yeah, we've got the Zoldyck family's dogs here. Uh-oh. Run! Get the sword! Yeah, these horses, they are fast! Wait, how was that the... How was that the episode? Okay, that was the episode. Well, first thought is these horses are lightning quick. outrunning these beasts. Which makes no sense. I own a horse. Well, I don't own it anymore, I guess. I used to own a horse. Alright? They're not that quick. Mine was a runner, alright? Actually, well, it was actually a pretty good runner. It was actually a pretty... It could have won a few races. It just kept jumping and then kept getting disqualified because it kept jumping. But it was usually first before it then got disqualified. Horses are not that quick. Not as fast as dogs. Wolf dogs. Right. Let's pause it here because I've got a few things to say. First of all, this show is throwing so many words at me. It's throwing so many terms at me. It's throwing so much at me that I am completely lost. As someone, people already know this, but as someone that is very bad with names, this is difficult. This is difficult. Now the good thing is there are like 40 plus episodes, so I definitely think it's going to be one of those shows that, like, once you understand all the terminology, you know, like any show, every show has their own terminology, every show has their own wording of things. So I feel like once you grasp that, once that, you know, becomes internalized, everything is much easier. Now with that said, two things. My first thing is actually, before I say any more, let me just go back to the scene where Keiki died / passed away. I don't know even how to describe it. So here's one theory, right? And to explain my theory, I'm gonna have to show you my screen. So let's get rid of this and get hello. That looks like a human arm. I thought that when he ran away as well, but this looks like a human arm. All right. That's the first thing I'm going to say. The second thing, Keiki, the moonlight hit and then he just passed away. But they're deer. They are deer, so that kind of throws. Yeah, they are deer. If you look at, you can't see it right here, but you look at their hoofs. Those are deer hoofs, right? Goat, ram. I mean, if that could, but that could have been a unicorn, you know. So that's why I'm just like, no, those are more like ram hoofs. So my thought was that all of them were human wolf humans, like werewolves basically, like all of them, but not werewolf in like a traditional sense, you know, when you think of werewolves, but like they were all, they're the kingdom of wolves basically. And you have other kingdoms like the kingdom of crows slash birds, the kingdom of horses and mules, you know, but he's sort of like a goat. Obviously her personification is really the wolf, but I don't know. So that's what I thought, like, okay, so she's basically like the wolf, her people are the wolf, wolves, dogs, you know, foxes, that kind of thing. But then we kind of got this part here with those creatures chasing, and to me it just like, does that really work? I don't know. So I thought that was what it was, you know, that they're all like based / themed on animals, but doesn't look like that. Now here's my theory that could be completely off, and I thought it seemed a lot more credible. Now I'm not so sure. My theory was that she basically is Kim Jong-un, which is that, you know, at an early age, because this world is such an isolationist place, you know, nobody's able to leave, nobody's able to come in, basically that kind of thing, that she was transported to a different dimension to understand human values, to understand in a place where nobody knew who she was, so she could live an early life, at least as a kid, until 18. But she's got parents though. We never saw the father, did we? We only saw the mother. Maybe there's something there, but like, that's what I thought. Like, she was basically Kim Jong-un, like, okay, you're a baby, we're gonna put you into a different world, so a different place, so like where nobody knows you, where nobody is able to tell who you are, so you can kind of live a normal life until you come back, and then you've got your knowledge, your wisdom, your humility that you've learned from that other place, and you're able to bring that into our world. That's kind of what I thought, but I'm actually not sure, if I'm being completely honest. Other thought was, this seems very much like the final season of Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't remember it that well, but this is what this seems like, you know, maybe, who knows. Yeah, that's my immediate thoughts on episode 2. Let me open up episode 3, and then let's see some comments. Let's read some comments. We're going quite up a little bit, just because I don't know how many comments there are for this episode specifically. So I'll start with, the village looks like something out of Dororo. Not seen Dororo. Another show that I've wanted to watch, but I just haven't gotten to. Yoko Goat. I mean, what did they expect? She really did just straight up get this decked in the face back there. You realize her character makes sense. I still don't think he gets it. Love it yellow. I'm not sure how the bird looks. I don't get it at all. Whatever you're alluding to, nah. The answer is nah. Are you going to keep this on YouTube? Vera, I don't know whether you're still here, but yes. The episodes will come out separately on YouTube, but the whole stream will be on YouTube as well, so you can check it out in whichever fashion, whichever way you personally prefer to. Astronaut would be Mewtwo probably. Here we go with the Termsel, yeah. I love how raw they're having it. Good job, Aston. It sounds like crying. I guess she thought of babies. Is that real? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Dwayne M, welcome to the stream. I hope you're fine. I hope you're fantastic. I hope you're having a good day / evening. Time flies when you're having fun. That's my saying. That's always my saying. Quite a slow and exposition-y episode, but not bad one, I don't think. I honestly love this episode, but don't think anything is wrong with it, lol. I don't think anyone got the terms quickly, so I think you're fine. They will probably stick over time. Perfect. I'm always up for learning new terms and whatnot. It just feels like I'm not grasping everything that I'm supposed to, just because I don't have all the terms at hand in that kind of sense. So, you know, who knows. Yeah, there are a lot of terms that Japanese people wouldn't have trouble with, but foreigners do. We can get the hang on it. We can help too. These damn foreigners! These damn foreigners! Never able to get anything. That's me. That's me. Knowledge of Japanese myth. By the way, before I continue reading the comment, that was one of my favorites earlier on in the episode. That's like, you know, they got transported back in time, and it's a world. It's a world that. Best way of phrasing it. It's a world that blends mythologies with the real world, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, yeah. So basically, right now they're in like the Chinese kingdom, quote unquote kingdom, and maybe they'll end up going to like a European, more like a Germanic, or maybe like a British, you know, like the traditional knight thing. Because we had that with Sugimoto, we had that, you know, the whole knight, dragon, sword. So maybe that's like foreshadowing that, like, okay, she is, you know, from that place or something, and that's why she is obsessed with knights, dragons, and swords. So like maybe we'll have like a place like that. Maybe I'm reaching, maybe I'm completely reaching. I could be completely off here, but hey, you know how it is. Theories, speculations. It is what it is. Knowledge of these mythicalities helped me at the start of the show to recognize some things, which was Neto. You realize she's different now, right? Yeah. Once it was pointed out, it's pretty clear. But I just kind of focus on the hair, you know. She looked like the one girl from episode 1 that was in. Was that foreshadowing? Was that foreshadowing? Darker skin. Reddish hair. What did Asano say? Was it Asano that said that? I think it was Asano that said that, right? He was like, "You look like you look like a different species," and I was making a joke. Is that because of the hair or because of the skin color? Was that foreshadowing that, like, oh yeah, different species, different world, different planet? Is that what it is? Maybe she's from there as well. We'll see her later in like a late episode. It's like, haha, I'm this random character that started beef with you in episode 1. Haha, I'm back. With that said, though, ladies and gentlemen, episode 3, y'all Gucci. If y'all are Gucci, let me know, and I will get started and start to rock and roll. Oh, it is so humid in here. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. I've got the fan on, but because I've got all the windows closed, just, you know, I can actually record, and it's quite late. It's what time is it? It's 9:30 in the UK. So I just have the. Don't forget the language. Perfect. Yes. Good. I've got the windows closed, but it's just extremely humid, which is no bueno. Time to get a dehumidifier. Perhaps. I mean, I have and I've got an AC, which actually should help. But the AC is just, it's like a box. It's like literally that big. It's like a desk AC, which works as a dehumidifier as well. But it's just no bueno as well. With that said, though, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get started with episode 3. Which is basically just called Shadow of the Moon, the Sea of Shadows, Chapter 3. So I don't think any of these episodes are going to have like a specific title or anything of that sort. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Is this episode louder, or is that just my impression? Anyway, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all Gucci. If you like the stream, you know, let me know, and also give the video a thumbs up. That imagery is very, very interesting. Why is this so loud suddenly? That image right there with like the babies on the tree and being in like an incubation thing. Sort of. I feel like in episode 1 it kind of reminded me of like Berserk. But now it actually kind of reminds me of I don't know. There were 24. So there were 24 babies. There were like 6 on each row. No, actually there were more. Not 24. 36, sorry. But it's 12 kingdoms. So 3 per kingdom. How are you this excited? I mean, I would be, yes. So they're trying to save you lot. What? If they're trying to say, okay, kingdom of animals, kingdom of wolves. Oh, they're not messing around. They're not messing around. Oh, you're gonna learn today? Oh, of course. Every time somebody is on a horse and a carriage, right? There's always like this random rock in just the middle of nowhere. Could be the smoothest road ever, and I'll be sort of this random rock, and the wheel will hit the rock exactly. Yeah, you're dead, bro. Yeah, that tiny knife ain't doing squabble. Is this guy trying to use them as bait? Yeah, what's with your attitude, bro? You can't pull it. What do you mean? It's not for you. Or maybe it is. But it's not for you. Like, she's like me. If I saw a sword, right, I'd act the same way. Which is why the Forged and Fire series is so amazing. This guy used you as bait. I knew it. I knew it. Of course. My mind wants to live. Well, so much for that. So much for that. They're not here to slaughter you. Not you. Why does she think she's the MC? Why does she think she's the MC? But you're not that important. Bro, come on now. They're like, Your Highness. Or not. Yeah. This is when you realize you're not the MC syndrome. It's the Vegeta syndrome. It's the worst syndrome in the world. The Vegeta syndrome. N. We gotta get a Chu, aren't we? And a G. This is obviously China, right? And I've read 600 chapters of Kingdom. Although different time periods, but still. Oh, hello there, Winry. It's Takasugi. Wait, is that actually Takasugi's voice actor? It's not. Sounds familiar. It sounds familiar. Is it? And over here we have Mr. Shinichi Kudo, aka Usopp. That voice I'll always recognize. Yeah, straight up, this is... Don't tell me that's Takasugi. Sister. Okay. Alright, how many names are you throwing my way, brother? Come on, Shanks. Nah, that's Takasugi. It's not Shanks. Is it? No, it's not. She's butchered them. She's gonna make a nice pelt out of the Zoldyck family's lapdog. Look at her in the background. Look at her in the back. She's like, ah, I'm not the MC, damn it. I don't have the MC syndrome. Why could I get it. I get it. You can't lift the wagon, but still, come on. That guy's clearly evil. Okay, I'm not gonna make any more references, but come on, this guy's clearly the Fire Lord Ozai. Clearly Fire Lord Ozai. Come on, let me guess, there's gonna be a comment. Android 18. Okay, I'll start with the references. Damn it. I'll stop. We all know I won't, but I'll stop. No. This guy's voice is way too deep. Yeah, she looks like Android 18 straight up. What? Okay. I see. Aha. It's not a phoenix, though. Nah, she's suffering. Not being the MC. Yeah, that's... Hey! Look right. Look right, I get how you're sad. I get your feelings now. He dead! What exactly did you see? I need you to was that the I don't know. Was that the king? Could that have... You how does that come as a shock? This guy summoned people. He summoned birds. Okay, she's actually lost. You know, I thought I was her, but I'm definitely not her. I wouldn't be delusional. Oh, fuck no! Oh, time to get that sword and a torch. Oh, fuck no! Oh, this is the Viridian Forest! What? This forest needs to be burned down. It needs to be burnt down! Straight up. What? So she in cahoots with them. Oh, clearly is. I don't get the king then. Bro, we barely know these characters and there's already betrayal going on. Actually, scratch that. We don't know these characters. We don't even barely know them. We don't know these characters and there's already betrayal going on. What are you planning on doing? Don't tell me she's trying to... She is. What? Nah, she's suffering a lot. She's gonna be the main villains. That's what that's gonna happen. Maybe it's because you're in a kid's room. Oh, this isn't what it looks like. Hides a sword. We're just looking for food. This guy. Don't tell me she's gonna kill her. Main villain syndrome. Yo! She is! Yo! You know what this looks like, right? You know what this looks like? This looks like Rey Mysterio. It looks like Rey Mysterio trying to like choke out the Big Show. And the Big Show's like, bro, what the flip are you trying to do? What are you trying? He's like, And Big Show's like, come on, bro. Look at her. She's like, bro, what you trying to do, fam? Ah, this. This is the real Attack on Titan. And the Titan ain't phased. Could they pick up the sword right now? That's what I want to know. Because it's not in its sheath. It's not in its scabbard. Could they pick up that sword while it's just the sword? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, the sword is more important than the fan service right now, alright? Because I'm thinking about the sword. Of how quickly she turned to murder, I'm just like... Taki. Ducky. I can remember that name. I can't remember all of your names. Is she psycho? Yeah, that's... She's gonna be right by the end of the episode. Okay, clearly she's read 120 stories, and she hasn't read any stories, and that's the issue. finally get some explanations. A Senin. We rarely see them. Something about that phrasing. Nah, she's way too trusting. Way too trusting. That's why the child figure. But nice people. She's what? Oh, don't tell me. I had a feel. I wasn't gonna. Okay. Just bouncing. I thought like she was gonna like. Okay. I don't know why I thought that. Democracy. What? What? That thing was only supposed to keep you warm. Wasn't it? So that thing is an all-purpose device. I would have figured that would only work on her door as well. But she looks so different, actually. Right there, it was so noticeable. Taki's gonna die this episode. Wolves, some sort of animals are gonna come after her. K. Also interesting, she didn't have any dreams like she had in the first 2 episodes. I wonder how like, man, that's great balancing act. But I wonder how like, he said, "Fuck, be gone." Explain to me. Give me context. Yeah. And it's got the bird as a symbol, as an emblem. That's what's going on here, isn't it? It's why she's being hunted. Is it? Maybe? I don't know. The story of K. Former ruler. Except the babies. What's with her eyes? Interesting. Interesting. No, no, no! Don't give me that innocent thing. That kid did something to the sword. That the way. Why did it go specifically for the sword? Gone. Shit. The way that kid specifically went to touch that sword. Could have touched anything else. Could have grabbed her arm. Clearly did something. Why are you two? Oh, okay, here goes. Here goes. What is it? And it's this guy from the very first scene, from the first episode. Her father. I mean... What? Bro, what? Who gives a flip what her hair color is? This is anime. Oh yeah, she looks like a criminal. The face is behind the mask. Now who the flip at you? You're obviously the guy from the first episode. That's not your father, right? The guy is playing tricks with your minds. That's what it is. But who is he? Few things. First one, episode 4, audio track ding, subtitle. Where's the mouse? There's the mouse. Ding. Okay. Cool. First thing, the story in the play was obviously in relation to her origin story. So that's kind of how she was taken away. She was took. She was took. Is that a word? She was tacky. she was taken. But I feel like we got a little bit of context, but I don't know whether it's obviously it's not a lot. It's a bit. But if that is the story of the Queen, right? Then my question is, first of all, she had the crow symbol on her. Whoa! Salo, 45 euro donation. I got a bounce, but I had fun on the stream. Hope you'll have fun with the stream. If you still want to keep going, bye for now. Salo Cannell, well, thank you very much for the super chat. Also, thank you very much for being here in the stream. Have a good evening. See ya. I'm definitely gonna keep going. I don't know for how much longer, but I'll definitely keep going. With that said, though, you know, enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend as well. But yeah, point I was trying to say is that in the play they clearly had the bird symbol, but it seems like the queen is very much on their side, whereas the king is not. So the king is the one that and obviously this was a previous generation, but the king very much seems to be the person that is wants to get rid of them as quickly as possible, whereas the queen, or maybe the princess, I'm not sure if it's the, my guess, Android 18 is the queen. She is working, and she might have been the unicorn slash deer that was there with Keiko, and we had Keiko there as well. Didn't he die? But then we had the whole thing as well with like gods and whatnot. They rarely come down from the heavens. Is that is Keiko? Look, man. Look, man. I've watched some confusing shows before in my time, right? And usually I grasp the story. This one feels like, yeah. This one feels like, okay, you're throwing so many things in my face, and I don't have any context. So give me that context. And they're drip feeding it. And the guy at the end as well, who's been there from like episode 1, who you? Her parents also don't make sense, because if she was born in this world, why would she have parents in a different world? You know, that kind of thing. Wouldn't she be like an orphan? Maybe she was adopted, I don't know. Them getting angry for the red hair, to me, makes absolutely zero sense. So that's another thing. I've got just so many questions and absolutely zero answers. Bong, hello, how are you doing? I hope you're fantastic. I hope you're having a good weekend, a good day as well. But as I was saying, like, this show has given me so many questions so far. This is the 4th episode that we're about to start with. I've gotten so many questions, but I have basically zero answers. I also found it funny how, of course, you have all the answers, Blue Tiger. But I also found it funny how quick. Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. I also find it funny how quickly how quick the not being the main character syndrome hits. That's how I'm phrasing it. How quick the I'm not the main character, damn it, syndrome hits. And how quickly that will then transform into, I'm now going to become the villain. Because I'm not the main character, in that kind of sense. How quickly that hits. With that said, though, episode 4. Let me know when everyone is ready, and I'll be ready to rock and roll. Actually, just give me 1 second while I check something, while everyone informs me whether they're ready or not to get started with episode 4. I'll probably do 5 episodes, by the way. Ready? Blue Tiger is ready. I don't know if Iria, are you still in here? If you are, let me know. But I'm assuming not. I mean, you mentioned previously, you know, that frame with the blue eyes, but you don't seem to be still here. If that's the case, we need a mod, so I'm making you a mod right now, Blue Tiger, just because I don't think Iria is still here. So you're now a moderator. Coolio. Oh no, Iria is here. Okay. Coolio. If both of you are ready, let us get started in 3, 1 second. Let's make sure right at the beginning. Now let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Hoist the colours high. The show looks beautiful. The opening is beautiful. The show looks beautiful. Then you've got this scene right here with like the 36 children connected to the World Tree or something. I don't know. I don't know. That place is Elysium. Oh, it's completely offhanded, but if you wanna follow me on Twitch, please go ahead and do so. I know it has absolutely nothing to do with this, but I will be streaming on Twitch soon. Maybe I'll do reactions on Twitch. I don't think so. But I will definitely, stream gaming on Twitch more. And from what I remember, we're like 1 follower away from hitting the 50. So if you want to do that, you can do that. You don't have to. But I'm mentioning it regardless, so people can't say I'm not mentioning it. Although nobody's saying that. Coat. Now you explain who you are, sir. Got green eye just like her. Why are you going like this? My guess is he is some sort of deity. That's why he's able to go into the other world. It's why he's here right now. And the fake faces behind people's faces. I got your face. He's a happy face. He's. Well. Well. It's a happy mask salesman. Yo, where is this terrible fate line? Yeah, this is straight up Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask. Alright, sir. Alright. I mean, that's why. Yeah, that. Oh, Taki. Never mind. I thought you meant Sugimoto. I thought you meant Sugimoto. I ain't gonna lie. To Bruffle. Hey. Hey. Killer. Is that why Sugimoto is so influenced? And that person's in her dream too. You know what this reminded me of? This reminded me of Turn Left from Doctor Who. season 4. Season 4, episode like 11. Turn left. That's what this reminded me of. Look at them all staring. She's got such an evil face. Every time she's staring, just such an evil face. She's the one that's gonna sell all of you to the brothel. Not Taki. Oh, come on. Oh, this guy's trying to make his move. Uh-huh. Okay, I don't trust her anymore. Yeah, definitely not trustworthy. Why is it with the, like, her hair? Why do people keep mentioning that? There's got to be something to it, right? He's gonna be snatched. He's gonna be snatched. Oh no, now this guy's a creep. Yeah, he's like, what language are you speaking? Yeah. Ha! This guy can... So this... He was snatched too? How many years ago? He's old. You gotta, come on, man. You can't just hint it. You gotta explain more now to me. Okay, whoever is on that harp, you're doing a great job. Oh, sign me up. No. No, you're not touching my belongings. She's doing the right thing, not trusting anyone. And Yoko is way too trusting. Exactly. What? Bafuka, I've heard that word before. What does it mean? I don't remember right now. It might be poisoned. Don't. How did it go into a foreign world, right, where they just try to kill you and you just take it so easy? That's the part that I don't quite grasp. There you go, mother. There you go. There you go. Let's sell him to the brothel. Oh no. Yeah, selling you to the brothel. Yep. How much for her? How much? How much? Ah, she's ready to pull the sword. Well, the knife. Ah, she can't wield it. She can barely wield it, but she can carry it. Oh, she is. I mean, she didn't lie to you. You said work. That's work. It isn't quite a lie. So your parents, what do you mean? What do you mean? I thought she was going to jump through the window. I thought she was going to jump through the door. Literally just open the door like, okay, oh, I look so badass. You don't want to die. Oh, never mind. A wolf. A wolf. Ayoma. A bakuf. Well, that's more like a chimera. Taki is still standing there. Respect to her. Do you not see that? You know what? Oh, you deserve that. Oh, I thought that. I thought that like would have gone straight through her, but okay. She deserved. Look at her go. Okay. Okay. Oh, she's spinning in the air too well. Yes. Yeah. That's. Woo. Okay. Okay. I need that energy. I need that energy. Damn. Damn, son. All of ya, sit down. Don't you dare. They're teasing us with him. And of course he dipped. Damn it. Stop doing the show dipping. Yeah, get better on. She was fucking sweet with the moves. Sweet. Explain how you're here. Explain what's going on here. Seizo Matsuyama. Nito? Nito? Is he trustworthy? I'd say for now, yes. Permanently, I don't know. Explain what this place is. This guy. If exactly. That's literally what I'm just thinking about. Happy. How are you so proud of that? How old? When was the show set? I thought it was like in the early 2000s because it obviously came out in the early 2000s. But this guy would, I mean, 60 years later, how old would he have been? Like 10 when he fell? He looks like he's 70. More than that, I don't know. But then why is he? Exactly. It's not even that now. No, he. Yeah, he's an old soldier. That is one of those things, isn't it? Oh, that's one of those things, isn't it, where like it's very similar to, you can understand. Ah, yeah. Yeah. He's got to know something, right? He's got to know some. So it is Chinese. So it is like an ancient. Damn it. Who are you really? No. She's special. What is... Okay, this guy is, he's like clearly suffering PTSD and everything. I thought he would have some answers, but he just makes things more complicated. That's all it is. I thought he would have some answers for us, but instead everything just became 10 times more complicated, unfortunately. Instead of getting answers, we just get more questions. That's fourth episode in, we've gotten 0 answers. I don't even know what's going on. But there is just so many questions. I feel like you shouldn't sleep with this guy around. He's gonna wake up and just gonna strangle you one day and just be like, who are you? Basically, exactly like this. Just with a knife instead of strangling. Who? Can't trust anyone. Reward? What did you say? Oh, I love her stance. Her stance sound like, yeah. She's not even like using a traditional. No, she's literally using it as if it's a dagger, like the way I'm using my remote right now. It's like you hold it like that, and then you in one swift move, like you go from like almost like a four-handed strike to like more of a backhanded strike. That's how she's using it. More like a sword rather than... Sorry, more like a dagger than an actual sword, which doesn't really make sense with like a long sword, but she's using it like that and effectively too, which is pretty sweet. Yes, I like swords. Again, one of my favorite YouTube channels that I binged one weekend and then never looked again, so I don't know if it's actually a favorite of mine, is Forged at Fire, whatever it's called. Awesome. Awesome series. Okay. The old man told you out, you're on your road, but the one thing we learned, 2 things we learned, is that there are other people here. And I feel like the time. Okay. 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 I agree. I agree. Okay, that's going too far. You're just salty that you're not the main character. That's all it is. Ah, no, she's trying to slide. Oh boy. Oh. No, she's trying to slide in. Jeez. Okay, this father. Oh my goodness. This nonsense. This nonsense. The absolute ridiculousness. Yeah, you should have killed your dad. You were trying to slide it into his DMs. Now he's trying to slide back into her DM. How did that suddenly become a laser sword? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Bro, what is... Oh, these people are so fucking ridiculous. Because somebody dyes that... You've got dyed hair too. One person has purple hair, and the other person has grey hair. And I just... If I hear one more person talk about a hair colour in this show... Oh... Is he wrong? Is he wrong? Is he wrong? No, that doesn't mean much. I do wonder who that person is, though. I do wonder who they are. But again, it's just another question that isn't being answered. I thought by episode 4 or 5 I'd understand what is going on. Episode 4 is literally a few seconds away from being finished. Oh my goodness. Okay, stop trying to slide in there. You're just making an enemy of her. And she already hates you. She probably hates him as well. And why is she walking off on her own? She wasn't trying to kill her. Bro, what is... And now this thing appears. What is going on in this show? Ugh, nah, it's not this nigga, it's her. Okay. Okay. Okay, I get it. You're not gonna give me any answers. Episode 4, no answers. Just more questions. Amazing. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. More and more questions. The Queen, seemingly Android 18 Queen, is here. Other people from their era are here for some reason, somehow, some way. It just makes no sense. It just makes no sense. And you know what? I understand that it makes no sense. I can appreciate that it makes no sense. I can understand that the show doesn't want me to know anything, right? I can fully get behind that idea. But hey, sometimes, you know, as they say, it do be like that. And right now, it really do be like that. With that said, let's read some comments before we move on to episode 5, where they won't tell me anything anyway, either. And I'm just gonna have to pretend that I understand what is going on. So episode 4, another great episode where I'm pretending that I know what is going on. With episode 5, I'll pretend even harder. Woo! Anyway, let's read some comments. Bakufu, maybe you were thinking of Bafuku. That line, we gave so much money to your parents. I have no idea what the hell she meant by that. Yeah, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. I mean, actually, maybe it was a mistranslation because the head of the brother is mother. To me, head of the brothel is mother. So when Taki said parents, maybe she meant she already paid the heads of the brothel. Perhaps, could be. Mr. X, the prince that was promised. What's up, Doc? Mine. Mackenzie critiques, not Mackenzie. Dick Raz, your favorite anime. How you doing? I'm fantastic. I'm actually great. I'm boiling, quite frankly, because I've got the windows closed, and as you probably know, England is friggin' nightmare right now at the moment. So I've got the fan on and the windows closed. That just makes for a perfect symmetry. But besides that, you know, just suffering as always. I'm always suffering because the path of greatness is suffrage. Yay. But with that said, I'm fantastic. How are you? Did you finish playing your mediocre, sorry, I meant amazing game? Did you finish that by any chance? Did you finish that by any chance? Just saying. Your Sekiro, you know, last time I joined your stream on Twitch, it was Sekiro. You mediocre, I mean awesome game. Did you? I don't know. Obviously, the old guy came here during World War II. Well, neither do the main character, so damn, the opportunist. Dyeing hair makes you an outcast in Japan, apparently. You know what? I would have loved growing up in Japan, honestly. Because I never gave a fuck about anything, right? I'm like, as you could probably tell, right? And as you probably already know, I'm the kind of person that just like, man, I don't give a damn, alright? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what people think about me, if I'm being completely honest. So I would have been there, I would have like dyed my hair every week. Like, I would have dyed like a yellow, or like blonde. I would have dyed it red. I mean, I had red hair once. I would have just gone crazy if that's what makes you an outcast. I would have been like, yo, screw all of you. Bad rep, I don't give a damn, alright? But yeah, that's the one part that's annoying me. This whole discussion about her hair. It's like there are so many other things to complain, right? You're in this different world. You have absolutely no idea what's happening. You know, there are random animal creatures that people seemingly are just okay with. Right? And all you can think about is your hair. All you can think about is your hair color. It's like, bro, come on. That's like if I was like just teleported into the Pokemon universe, right? And then all I could think about is me having left the water on at home. It's like, oh no, the water bill in my world is going to skyrocket by the time I get back. And it's like, you're in a world full of Pokemon, right? There are different things here at play, right? Forget all that. There are different things. There are more important things here, right? With that said, we might actually get some answers in episode 5 with the Queen being here. I guess you'll have to watch episode 5 to get more answers. Maybe, probably. That's a definitely no. It's not cakey, of course not. And 5, wow, oh wow, Mackenzie showed up. The gentleman who acted to episode 1 of the 12 Kingdoms. So how you? With that said, though, ladies and gentlemen, give me like 5 seconds, right? I'm just gonna like fill the time while I speak right now because I'm just gonna quickly check my Deliveroo app and then my Uber Eats app because I saw the food that was there at the end and I'm like, I'm kind of hungry right now. I've eaten like bread earlier today and I actually have food in the. I actually have food in the fridge, so I might actually, you know, not get anything, but I still want to check. because I feel like it would be kind of fitting having my first time eating ramen, ordering some food like that, or maybe a pizza. Ooh, I don't know. If I find something decent, I might order something while I'm watching episode 5, but if not, then not. So just give me 1 second. Jeez! These prices, 15 quid. Nah, you know what? Screw that. Screw that. I'll stick with my bread. 15 quid. They're ridiculous. Do you see that? I don't even know whether guys can see that. Do you see this ridiculousness, right? You obviously can't see it. I'm just going to pretend that you can't see it, right? Do you see this ridiculous... Okay, you definitely can't see it. No, you can't. No, you can't, alright? Maybe now. Do you see this ridiculousness, right? This absolute scam. No, you can't see shit. Never mind. I'll read it to you. I'll read the absolute scam to you then. Rich curry pork broth, chicken katsu, pak choi, coriander, and a bunch of other things for 16 quid. Nah, fam. We're eating bread today. I'm going to be munching on that bread. And I'm going to look back and be like, you know what? It's better than spending 16 quid on this nonsense. Actually, you know what? That was Deliveroo. Let's have a quick look at Uber Eats. Just because, you gotta check all your options, really. You gotta check all your options. You gotta. I kind of want to eat a pizza right now just because it's so warm. But I don't know. Is this shop still open? Open is until 11 p.m. so about 20 minutes longer. You know what? Screw this. The prices are so extreme. They're so expensive. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's open up episode 5. Or audio track, subtitle, subtract. Episode 5, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna get ready to. We're gonna get ready to, man. I kind of want to eat now, actually. But I also looked at the price and I'm like, I don't want to eat now. It's both. Can't go wrong with pizza. Price went up over here recently too. Freaking bread cost like 30% more. My calzone I ordered last night was $15. My jolly goodness. You should have spent that $15 on something more productive. Like giving it to me. Can't eat anything for proper price anymore. Yeah, that's just kind of how life is at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, like it's just one of those things, isn't it? That like all the prices actually, burger prices haven't gone up, but like everything else has gone up, but burger prices, which is kind of crazy. But hey, it do be like that sometimes. With that said, before we start, I do want to say once more, go follow. Is it follow? I think it's follow. Is it? Is it follow? I believe it's follow. With that said, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm just gonna post this here. I mentioned it earlier, but right now we've got a certain. Well, we had a certain Mackenzie here a few seconds ago, so it kind of brought it back to mind. So. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch if that's something that sounds interesting to you. I'm not telling you, I'm not forcing you to do it, but it would be very much appreciated. With that said, let me go back here, let me go back there, let's turn this back on. Episode 5. Let me know when everyone is ready, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. And this will probably be the last episode for today. I'm actually not gonna eat anything because obviously the prices are just so ridiculous. But I'm just gonna call it quits after 5 episodes, so I can let my brain process what I've just watched. And I might actually. What time is it? It's gonna be like 11. 11 p.m. Honestly, by the time I'm finished, maybe like 11:30. I might be back later again. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. But I might, maybe. Never rule out. I might be back later with another stream for something else. Not 12 Kingdoms, but for something else. If possible, we might do like 12th Kingdom. We might turn it into like a weekly series, you know, every Saturday, maybe every Saturday, maybe every Friday. I'm not sure. We'll do 5 episodes once a week, you know, once a week, everyone. Depending on when people have time. So what, you know, whether that's Saturday, whether that's Monday, whether that's Saturday, whether that's Sunday, whether that's Friday, whenever everyone has time, we'll just do a little stream for like 2 hours or so and watch like 5 episodes, something like that, you know, something silly like that. But we will see, ladies and gentlemen. With that said, everyone seems to be ready, so we are just gonna plug that in, go all the way to the beginning. We're gonna get started, ladies. Actually, audio, did I check that already? I'm not sure. Yeah, coolio. With that said, we're gonna get started, ladies and gentlemen, in 3, 2, 1. We can actually horses, the monkey, the snake, and her. All of it doesn't make too much sense, but I hope we get some answers. I hope we get some answers, bro. Just some. That would be a good time to get some answers, at least. Or just more questions. I'm assuming more questions. That's my assumption.
Cakey. Have you got that cakey? I do have that cakey.
But I'm not cakey. I mean, they do look identical. Your help? Nah, you gave in to her main character syndrome. The main character syndrome, oh no. It's not because of you two. Ah, look at her now. Oh my god. What? Jesus Christ. let her be. You're in a different world, right? There are some magical creatures running around, and you just say, let her be. This ain't the Beatles. The next time you see her, she's gonna be a pile of flesh. Pile of moans, meat and bones. Sir Cakey. This show loves its giant birds. All these birds. We've got Mr. Super Saiyan here with his golden hair. Yeah, these birds ain't... They're gonna be chicken wings. That's what they are. Boy, are you alright? That's an interesting quote. The ruler's on the throne. Why are there so many yokai? Ha. Ha ha ha. Is that the tree from the opening? It's the opening, right? Not the ending. Opening. It is, isn't it? There are gonna be people inside. But she can with the sword. I didn't even try. You should have tried. She bagged yourself, man. Slid in them DMs. I keep calling him yokai. Yoma, not yokai. Don't say a word. I would just pretend that I couldn't speak the language. I'd just pretend I'd be a mute. Because you're not going to learn the language anytime soon. Like, I also wouldn't be speaking out loud to her. I would be whispering to her. You're both refugees. There isn't really much of a difference between you two. What? Oh my goodness. Yo, are these people... Do these people have a death wish or something? Why is everyone running off on their own? Why is everyone bouncing? He saved you before. He warned you about the brothel. This guy's a troll. Like, not in the internet sense of a troll, but like the previous historical sense of what a troll is. What? This... Why is with all these people just sounding so fucking stupid? Not even that. Look, I need a girl for like 20 seconds and I could understand her. You're just chatting, you're waffling, bro. Yeah? can't. You don't even know where you are. That is the world. You had a World War II veteran here, and he couldn't bounce. What makes you think that you can bounce? Obviously not. If she was dead, then they wouldn't look for her. Why would you do that? What? What? Oh. Don't tell me she's actually about. Bro, how easy is it? I mean, I don't know how old she is, right? So, someone needs to let me know how old she is. And you just have a random ball come out of nowhere. Oh yeah, that thing locked on right away. You've got meat. You've got food. I don't know how edible it is, but you've got food. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That would be my exact thought. What do you mean, no? Okay, this guy is a bigger idiot than I thought. You can literally, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This guy like, yo, let me munch on that raw meat instead of just cook up a fire. Ah, they're trying to make her feel special. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. What is this now? Of course. She really has that I want to be the MC syndrome, which means that she'll be the biggest Vegeta ever, aka irrelevant in the grand scheme of things, but relevant to the plot. Like, she's gonna be the main villain just because she wanted to be the main character. And they're tricking her, making her believe that she's the main character. Robbing your kid. Sheesh! You're not gonna kill that. That kid, right? She touched your sword. She needs to die. Anyone that touches your sword, nah. I thought she did something back there, but clearly didn't. How could you tell? How did you understand when she said you're hungry? Because this guy went like... What are you talking about? You went to them. They didn't come to you. You went to them. What do you mean leave us alone? That's like me breaking into someone's house and being like, yo, you, leave me alone. What? A few illusions here, a few illusions there, and she's lost the plot already. Which is understandable, yeah. But like, it's so annoying that everyone else is like illogical and she's the only one that's logical. That makes her illogical. Because she's the only one that's logical. It's it sounds ridiculous, but it makes sense to me. Kind of. What was that, damn it? The truth hurts. And when the truth hurts, I pop painkillers. This guy tried to. I like you too. The White Wolf. Yeah. I mean, so she heals fast though, right? Because that was the whole thing, like how quickly her wounds had. Look at her go! Oh, shuckleberries. Okay. Yeah. Tile. Watch that transform. Nah, that would be some shit. If that shit like died and then transformed into like into the kid. Who's up? Who's up? Menshinichi. Ew. Stay. Oh, great. Stay! Why are you falling now? Ah. Lady Joy. I do like the music a lot. Explain yourself, please. Is he de-transforming? Is he not? Okay, he's not. No. Okay. They took his voice. That was the inscription that they put on him, but no, it's not cakey. But it's the different type of cakey. She's got two cakeys. We had that same thing where she turns around and why do you look so angry? Look how condescending she looks right now. She's got the shoes as well. And the shoe's gonna talk back to her. Don't care. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. To kill ya. You are too obsessed with books. You want to be the hero too badly. Oh, how easy was it to trick her? All you had to do was give her some power. All you had to do was tell her, you are the main character, and now look at her. Oh, yeah, of course. We did see that, though. We did see that. Of course you are. Of course you are. Believe what you want to believe. Ah, look at her style though. Look at her style though. And I can kind of understand that. I mean, y'all ignore that, so I can get that. But you're a delusional. Flip. Oh yeah. They're either gonna become best friends, or she really is the villain. Asano. You're twitching? Asano, I know you're coming. Or not. What do you mean? What do you mean? She's got super healing, whatever it was. All you did was stop. I get it, right? Tendons ruined. I get it, right? Tendons, muscles ruined. But nah, first of all, she's still got the left hand, right? And second of all, the orb thingy just heals her. Actually, she could literally use the orb thingy, you know, as like cauterization. I feel like the show tries to be logical, but some aspects are so illogical, and some aspects are so logical, that it's such a weird blend. I'm not saying it's bad necessarily, but it's such a weird blend. This guy. This guy. Why are his ears so big? Why are his ears so big? Hers aren't that big. And usually from what I know, big ears are supposed to be a sign of divinity. Look, I don't know whether that's how her parents are really feeling and whatnot, or whether that's just like a false illusion. But is she now? Is she not? This guy is literally just teasing her. Day in and day out, every night just comes around just to tease her. Like I said, a troll. I guess the correct term would be imp. Historical version of imp and trolls. Who? A monkey. Why is there a monkey? Why are there no answers? And with that said, that was the 5th episode and also the final episode for today, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, difficult show to describe. honestly, difficult show to describe. I like the vibe. I like the energy. I like what I'm seeing so far. It just feels a little bit. It feels like it. If and maybe I might be wrong here, right? But the impression that I am getting is that I'm supposed to know what is going on, but I don't. That's the like that's kind of the feel that I'm getting. Like it's like, oh, you should be able to piece everything together, and I'm just like, am I? Should I? Do I? And I'm just like, nah. Nah. With that said, though, ladies and gentlemen, first 5 episodes, impression. I like the characters. Characters are wholesome. Fucking stupid, but they're wholesome, which I like. So I'm here for that. I'm also very much intrigued by the world, but I don't know enough about the world. We got one answer. That's Kaiki. He was sealed. His mouth was sealed, which is why he's unable to talk now, which is interesting. But I've got like 50 more questions right now that I want answered, and whether I get them answered relatively soon, I don't think so. So I think it's going to take a long time for me to get answers. But yeah, that's my thoughts right now. Don't know really what to make of the show yet. It's enjoyable, but I'm not able to like grasp the world. I'm not able to grasp the settings that well yet, just because they're not giving me answers. They're not giving me answers, and if I'm supposed to put them together, I'm not putting them together. So that's kind of the point where I'm at right now. With that said, let's see some comments from all of ya. They are 16. Okay. Different type of cakey, most certainly. Obviously, she held the orb in her hand. It didn't heal her for some reason. Doesn't mean she didn't try it. I mean, she held it in her hand. I think it's just a case of, it needs to. It hasn't had enough time yet for it to heal her. In that sense, like it needs a significant amount of time for it to heal her. But I also feel like when we get Keiki rescued, that's also when we'll get her hand rescued. In that sense, like. We're gonna rescue Keiki, and Keiki's gonna rescue, or gonna heal her hand. That kind of thing. I think that's what's gonna happen. That's my prediction, I guess, at this point. Bet you can't wait for episode 6. Blue. Wait, you're damn right. One of my favorites. You shouldn't be able to piece everything together yet, lol. Well, the main things you got. I don't really think you're supposed to know anything yet, really. Okay, coolio. I feel less like an idiot now. The old king is trying to kill them. Android 18 doesn't really want to do it, even though she's ordering her to. And Keiki was shackled and at some queen's side right now. Yeah, I mean, that's what's happening so far. Yeah, that's the plot point so far. But in terms of like the inner workings, that's the point where I'm like not sure about, which is basically just like, why are they there? Who are they? Why was the old guy from World War II here? Does he have some sort of purpose? Are there any others like them? Which I would presume yes. Why is Sugimoto so easily swayed? Obviously she was bullied for her life, bullied for most of her life, and she looked at everyone having pity on her rather than just accepting her in that kind of sense. You can see like sort of the motivation, but for her to have this like undying belief that she is the MC and then just like take it immediately, especially considering she's been so mistrusting from like the get-go, and she's been like, she's been like you can't trust anybody, we gotta be more ruthless. So she has really been more like the villain, and then to be swayed like that quickly and be like, you know what, you are the main character, she is the villain, you have to kill her, and just be like, you know what, yeah, I am the hero. I know I just wanted to kill Taki and whatnot, but you know what, I'm the hero now, I'm not the villain anymore. So that alters the question of like how she obviously has a sword, which means that was probably enchanted as well, for the fact that only she can wield it, which again to me means either that she's going to be the main villain of the show, or she's going to come around and they're going to make up and be friends, so on and so forth, you know, that kind of thing. Just a long journey for that sort of thing. So with that said, I've got questions. You've also got the Usopp characters, the blonde head character with his voice and whatnot, and trying to rescue Keiki. So there's a bunch of questions that I have, probably more than that actually. Who's that monkey? Who's that illusion guy? You know, I've got more questions than that. But yeah, it do be like that sometimes. It do be like that. One thing I'll say right away, they're not going to get back to the world. that much I can kind of piece together already. That old World War II where wasn't able to, they're not going to be able to, in that kind of sense. It's going to be one of those situations where like we have to stay for the greater good in that sense. With that said though, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I might do this again next week, maybe next Saturday, maybe next Sunday, maybe next Friday, we'll see. But I'm going to call it quits here, and I want to open the windows, let some air come in. You know, as I said, it's very, very stuffy. It's very, very warm, and the fan, all it's really doing is just blowing the warm air towards me, really. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for everyone for being in this stream. I'll see you all next time. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out and bye. Also, go follow me on Twitch. I will be streaming gaming on there a little bit in the future. So if you want to see more, if you want to see some of that, you know, just go ahead and follow. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, peace out, everyone. Have a nice day.